This video reviews C++ strings. So when you type something within the double quotes, that is called a string. But string is not C++ primitive type, like int, char, double, float. Those are primitive type. But string is not primitive type, but it's available as a library. So to use strings as a variable, you need to include a string library there. Then you can define a variable of a string type like this. Then you can store a value, something in double quotes. This is a string, this one. And in cout, you can print the value in S. So string type variable is to store a sequence of characters. Any character like alphabet, numbers, digits, or special characters. You can have a special character, and you can have digits, and so on. So that's a string type. Then let's have some shorter one. Like this one. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters there, including percentage. So if you want to know how many characters in the string, so how many characters in integers, so in integer n, I can find how many characters in variable s. So s dot length is how to find the number of characters in the string. So length with a parenthesis there. Cout, the length of s is n. Like this one, you can use that. So as we compile the program, so length of s is 5. So if I give another one, is currently 5, 6, 7, 8, then number of characters in s is 8. It changes. So length is called a function, or something with a parenthesis is a function. We will learn that in a later chapter. So string has a function called the length. As you call the function, it will return you the number of characters in the string. And also string has some special operations. So at this moment I have this. Let's define another string s2, and in s2 let's save percentage 678, something like that. Then you can combine two strings. So in s3 you can do s plus s2. So that's called a string concatenation. Using plus symbol, you can merge two strings. That's called string concatenation. So here, if I print s3, this and percentage 673 are merged together, and then length of s3, do that, then we get the same result. So here, compile and run again. So this percentage 678, those are put together. It's concatenated there, is there. So a plus symbol for two strings is to concatenate, to merge two strings. And another function in string is called find function. So here, let's do this way. Let's find in let's define that in I integer. So from s3, let's call find 678. So what find returns you is the location of this pattern in string s3. Currently, string s3 is this So string S3 is this percentage 678. Then the find function of S3 is where is the pattern 678. So the location information is based on index of the character in S3. So in S3, so we have those characters, and those characters has a position called the index. The very first one is at index 0, position 0. So T is at 0, H is at 1, I is at 2, S is 3, percentage 4, 6, 7, 8 is 5, 6, 7. Those are position of the character in the string, or it's called index of a character in the string. So find the function, what it returns is that the beginning index of a pattern 678 is returned. So here S3 has a pattern 678, and then where the 678 begins at index 5. So 5 is stored into I. So let's verify that. So if I print cout index of 678 is, then if I compile the program and then run it, the index of 7 is a 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is beginning one. So what if such pattern does not exist? So if you are looking for 6, 7, 8, and 9, then such pattern does not exist in S3, then what is returned is negative 1. Negative 1 is returned. The negative 1 cannot be a valid index because index begins with a 0 and always greater than 0 or 1. So negative 1 means no such pattern exists in string S3. Another function in string is to chop out a part of the string. That's called a substring. So here, let's define S5. In S5, what you want to get is from S3, we want to take some part of that. The function substr means a substring, and then you specify two integers. So beginning index. So if I give 1, and then from there, how many? 3 characters. So substring 1, 3 means from at index 1. So at index 1, so we have 0, 1. So at index 1, we have H. From H, we take 3 characters. So H, I, S. His is taken. So that is stored in S3. So if we print out S5, so HIS is taken out. Compile and run it. So HIS is there. So if I put from 0 to characters, then T and H will be the value, T and H. So you can put this one like from 5 and 2 of those from index 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 is at 5, and 6 and 7, those 2 characters will be taken out. So 6 and 7 is there. So that's called the substring function. And then within the string, like S3 has those many characters, you can have access to one of the characters there. So notation is something like this. You can see out, you can use from S3, I wanna get one character only at index 0. Something like that. Or exactly the same way we have alternative notation. So I give a blank and then s3 at the function is an alternative way have access to one character in the string. So if I compile and run in the same way, so first one at index 0 is a t, so by this way or by using at the function. So this is called, the square bracket is called index notation. So which means you can have a char c. In the c you can store the character at index 1, so which is h. Now h is stored in c. So say you can do very similarly. C is s3 at 1 is alternative way of doing so using a function called at. So this is just the sum of the C++ string you can use. But string library provides a huge other set of functions there. So if you are interested, you can Google it, find those examples.